cleared the way.
Alrighty folks, got something a little different for you today than just a full-length gameplay. We're looking at two different builds for Kwang. Kwang, he's a higher skill gap hero. He, can take some practice to get the most out of him, but he is a very strong hero, fits the meta well right now. He's got a passive that just gives him extra basic attack damage after using his abilities, so no downside there, similar to a lot of items that just give you on-hit procs following using abilities like Elefrost or not Prophecy, Oathkeeper, I believe it is. And then he's got his Light of the Heavens, which is pretty nice, just a little AoE blast around him, and he gets a shield from it. So that's basically what you're hitting to trade and clear early, which is nice. Judgment of the Heavens, which is nice. It's the sword throw. You've seen it pins people down, and then he can either teleport to it or he can strike Light of the Heavens at it for true damage, which is nice because it'll surprise people when they have armor built early. Then you've got the Surge, which is his little dash. It's just okay, really. You're using it to probably proc when you have somebody pinned. You're dashing into it to cause a knock-up, or it's only 0.65 second knock-up, and it has a long cooldown early game, so you're not going to be using it that much. You're not going to be using it to clear because it doesn't do that much damage, but still decent, good. Anyone that's got a nice little dash, they can get in, get out, get away, or chase. So no downsides to having it there. And then the ultimate, which is nice, it's a big burst of damage and a slow, which is actually a pretty significant slow, 60% for 2 seconds at final rank. So if you're in a team fight or you're doing a 2v1 gank or something, you can slow him down long enough for your teammate to get onto him. And it also will teleport him to his sword if he's got it out there. So good kit overall, takes a little bit of getting used to, but a fun hero, no doubt, and definitely fits the meta well. We're looking at two different builds. We're looking at first a build that I started using on him, or I developed on him, which is basically you start armor, because I like starting armor in solo lane. So you either start Golem's Gift if you're against a physical damage solo laner, or you start Spellbreaker if you're against a magical damage solo laner first. So that's your go-to first item. It gives you clear, gives you ability haste either way you build, and it gives you the armor to trade more efficiently with your opponent solo laner. And then from there you kind of go into your standard Fist of Razul, or you could go for a second armor or health item, or you could go for Tainted, and then you'll eventually end up getting both of these to cover your physical and magical armor. It gives you a lot of power. Kwang's one of the better heroes for sure, any of the magical damage solo laners to make use of Golem's Gift. So I started using that, and then later you build into like Magnify to just amplify his basic attacks and give you that Omni Vamp, really like Magnify on Kwang, because you need something to keep you sustained if you're not building full armor. And then the second build we're looking at is one that was I saw on a Pinzo video developed by Pinzo. I'll put the link to that video down in the description as well, but it's basically a more standard start where you're starting where is it? You're starting Elefrost basically every time, especially if you're against a physical damage solo laner, which you are going to be most of the time. Or you can start Flux Matrix if you're against a magical one. But either way, you're doing it for the health, not just the pure armor and power. So you see both of these give a nice little health boost, 400 health from either one. And then you basically just build 6 health items. You're going to build Tainted, you're going to build Remnant of Renewal at some point. You're probably going to go second item Fist of Razul or third item Fist of Razul. But yeah, you just build kind of six health items on Kwang, and then kind of fourth or fifth item you plan on grabbing World Breaker. Gives you that extra health, and it gives you a huge chunk of magical power based off of the fact that you're going to be building 6 health items basically. So that build felt pretty good. I did like it. A little bit more survivable than starting armor, it seems like, even though you're more efficient at trading in your solo lane if you start an armor item against your opponent. That's why Elefrost is such a good start. And you get the slowdown, which, you know, it's not a significant slowdown, but it's enough to make some difference. Just won't give you as fast a clear early. So there's some pros and cons of both. We're going to take a look at both of them. I'm going to clip together the highlights of the two games rather than put two full-length gameplays up here, so that we can just use this video for people who want to play Kwang and want to look at different build options. These are the best two that I've found so far, which is, like I said, the armor start, because you do get huge value off of Golem's Gift or Spellbreaker, versus the health start, where you're going either Elefrost or Flux Matrix, and then building Fist of Razul and Renewal and whatnot late game. So we're going to hop right into it, and we will take a look at these highlights. Regardless of if we see Shinbi or Sevrog solo, we want magical armor first. So we're going to target Spellbreaker as our first item. Just in case, we are going to take power first, just to give us the early clear, make sure we have the option to build into whoever this is in solo lane. And we take Titan's Crest anyway, so that kind of gives us the early armor that we need. Try to deny him the siphons, which is not going to be necessarily the easiest with Kwang, but we'll see what we can do. Sevrog is usually pretty susceptible to being poked out early as well. Look at that poke on him. Just like that, he's going to be leaving lane soon. We're going to go for green or cyan, as it may be, and he's going to back. I have not seen Kalari jump on anyone yet, so do want to be a little wary. We will take any opportunity to poke Sevrog that we can. That forces his dash there. We're pushed up and Cyan's going to be back, so I'm going to go ahead and base. We're going to take Scepter and then the first item on armor over here. Actually, we're going to wait the 350 and grab another 10 armor here. There's the Shinbi. Yeah, this Shinbi's not going to get anything on me. Kind of wasted her time and mana poking there, I guess, just before she wants to back. Run it way over here. Secure it with Light of the Heavens. And just get right back up on lane. Now we've got a level lead on him here, so we want to try to poke. Poke when you have the level lead like that. Drop our ult just to get a little more poke in the middle of the lane like that, so we can do the extra clear from it as well. Fake. Looks like our Fae or our Fang Mao may be a little bit ahead of this Kalari on clear, which you would expect. We finish Spellbreaker, which is going to give us a nice power spike here. So we're going to look at our options here. Since we're ahead, we could go ahead and take Golem's Gift. We're going to build it anyway. So we'll take Golem's Gift for the mana regen. You know, I think going with those two items to start is generally going to be a start that works out for you. We're going to wait here for the last 50 for this power. They get Fang. Shinbi's going to come over too. We're just going to blink out of that. I don't foresee us needing the blink very much. And them wasting their time coming over here like that is really going to be their own downfall, not... yeah, Shinbi should already be back in mid now, so she's just wasting time. Caught up. Tether him, hit him with a little true damage. Now there's... Oh. They're pinging... Yeah, they're pinging the Shinbi because they wanted to chase her. Now there's pretty much no way he's going to challenge me over here. Oh, he is going to challenge me. We left the sword back there and then we struck it. Fang Mao's going to come in for the finish. That was just a bad play by... Clear this wave fast so that we can just back. For items, get Golem's Gift online here, nice and comfortably. And this is why we go Titan's Crest. You have a couple good options here. We're not going to build enough armor to get the percent bonus from that, but we are going to build a lot of health. So I'm going to go ahead and take that. Now following that, we're going to go for Fist of Razul. You get decent value out of it on Kwang. I like split pushing with Kwang, so the minion damage is nice. Sevrog, I'm just kind of hoping that they're managing their own thing and that I don't need to rotate because Kalari's not coming over here. So as long as... Okay. This is going to be a problem. We have boots though, so maybe not too big of a problem. She's going to ult me. It's not going to do that much because we already have armor. Faye comes over. I should have turned. And they get the Fang. So, but we're in a position now where... Oh, if I got to that sooner, I could have got it. Probably can burn this down, yeah. Comfortably burn this down, and then I can just go to Cyan buff here. Just gonna burn the wave down here because we can poke him pretty hard after wave goes down. Force him to dash out. He must push Sevrog out. We got 4 people here. We should be able to get this early orb take pretty efficiently. Gadget's gonna show up. That's not ideal. She did miss orb with her ult. I'm gonna die for that, but I had to jump on them to peel them off orb. She hits the stasis at a good time. Come on, Steel. Put your life on the line, Steel. Fang Mao's in a sweeper mode. Good job. Good job. I don't get to benefit from orb, but I had to make sure we secure it. Fist is up, so we now have decent armor and health. It's recommending Flux Matrix. We want power here at this point. Ooh, he gets taken down. Pin would also be nice, so I'm thinking Wraith Leggings. It recommends these for power, which Oathkeeper's not a bad option for sure. And Magnify wouldn't be bad because it gives us armor shred, so we're going to go Magnify actually because later into the game here that 15% armor shred will become more and more valuable. Steel's going to try to interrupt. Oh, he still had his blink, which is crazy. We're gonna move for a cutoff route here. And we are able to finish him with his ult, or with our ult. He kept trying to get into invisibility there, and Steel chased him down. I'm gonna go ahead and base out. Kwang is able to get the finish over on right lane because she stayed around for way too long. And there is Magnify. Now we get 300 health from that, so at this point World Breaker is going to be a good value. Another 300 health, and then we'll gain magical power based off the health that we already have, which will be quite a lot because we're going to build another health item after that. So I might as well go ahead and get it online now. We're going to see if we can actually rotate over here and make sure nobody gets out of this fight. Yeah, Kalari's going to dive into jungle here. We've got 3.5k on us, so we need to back and finish items here. Just wasting a lot of time as a team here. I mean, I know our Feng Mao is still farming people, but at a certain point, we gotta turn it around. All right, we want health here to keep the theme going. Flux Matrix is probably the way. So it gives us damage, it gives us health, it gives us power, gives us everything that we're gonna need. Gives us extra power because of the World Breaker, that is, of course. We're gonna just cut around that team fight, shoot back over here to the Shinbi, and try to take the 1v1 with her if she's shooting through our jungle. Feng Mao's catching everybody on the run down there. The Shinbi may just have looked for somewhere safe to back. Okay, Fang, go off then. That's a quad. Got everybody but the Shinbi that I couldn't find. She hid somewhere in our jungle. Way to carry us, brother. Yeah, they just want to dive on that Shinbi inner base. And that's going to be game. Well, thanks for watching the build testing video. I know it's not in ranked, so it's not nearly as exciting or anything. We'll do a quick summary following this. I'm kind of scared to even look at how many kills Feng Mao had because 23 kills by Feng Mao. My goodness, man was literally just hunting constantly, got resolution stacked, and then just went absolutely insane from there. Mind Razor, the Lady Perforator for the pin, Mutilator late for the huge Omnivamp spike. Jeez, that man was hitting hard. Wow, 416 farm score too, is insane. Jeez. That poor Sevrog did not start items properly to build against us, which is, you know, understandable. If he's stuck using a normal solo lane build and he's playing against a magical like this, there's nothing he can do. We hit pretty hard. Somehow our Faye only did 23 damage as well, and our Murdoch really wasn't able to get much either. It must have been that Feng Mao was just hogging all of the damage because, jeez, damage taken. Yeah, he was just taking a ton, but he was healing it all back constantly and shielding it. Self-mitigated, he had 40k. Jeez. Yeah, wow, great plays from our Feng Mao. Appreciate the carry. I think items wise we'll do some more investigations for sure. This is just the first look that we're we're taking. But I think the start for me right now is either Golem's Gift for the physical armor if you're against a physical damage solo laner, and then if you're against a magical, you go Spellbreaker. Now, what I did in that one was take Spellbreaker and then go into Golem's Gift second anyway because of the mana regen, but also the passive is nice. You know, you get 5 magical power times 5 stacks when you first come out of combat, so you know, it benefits you in multiple ways. Ability Haste is great on the item too. I think these are just 2 really good value items on Kwang, which is what's really what we need to identify is what are the best value items, and then you're going to build individually independent of your matchup and how your game develops. So, big fan of Golem's Gift and Spellbreaker. Also a big fan of Fist of Razul. You just get good value out of it. 550 health. If you're planning on going big health build, that'll get you started in the right direction. Minion Crusher for 30% increased damage to minions. Lets you split push. Lets you just clear super effectively. And then the actual Razul's Might is not bad either because you're going to get bonus damage based off of your max health, which will be pretty high by the end of the game if you're building a big health build like this, and you're healing for that damage. So kind of gives you supplemental Omnivamp before you build any Omnivamp, or even if you don't build any Omnivamp. So we're going to keep testing, and we are against a Seraph. So we'll go for the Elefrost start.
Time to focus.
We'll go for the Elefrost start. He also went Occult Crest. I don't know why it's spinning around here. He also went Occult Crest into Tempest. We'll go for that as well. I've been going Titan Crest. I feel like it generally, you know, works out better if you're going for that late game tankiness. But we'll start Elefrost. It is nice starting Elefrost because you can start with the mana regen item. So we'll go for that. And we will run down lane here and see what we can get into. Elefrost is nice because it does give you 400 health now, since it got buffed. Most of the health items did get buffed. After Elefrost, we'll probably go... well, let's look at what he went. After Elefrost, he went straight into Fist of Razul. We'll probably do that as well for the extra damage to minions is really nice for split pushing. Seraph is on our blue.
An allied tower is under attack.
We want to get this finished for sure. Oh, he's got the slowdown on her. Wow. Okay, so that should put Seraph nice and behind for me. I like that. I like that, folks. Seraph went for the blue invade by herself, which is crazy. Or the red invade. I mean, she was literally willing to challenge Greystone on red at the start of the game there. I don't think I've ever seen that. A 1v1 challenge at the very beginning of the game like that. We're just going to go ahead and take our dash, and we're going to go ahead and set up for the very early Cyan buff here. Still not sure what our phase is doing. They're asking her in the chat what's going on. She may have never played phase before, or she may be never played support before, it seems, because she just ran up mid lane. Which is quite odd. Yeah, it looks like our phase may not be very good. Wouldn't mind setting up for another Cyan here, but I feel like she's going to contest again. I didn't see if Seraph phase trash. Yeah, we can kind of tell. Looks like I'm gonna have to poke this Seraph out so she doesn't contest on Cyan, and I'm gonna be able to poke her out. So we'll try to poke her out during this wave, I guess. No big deal. 1650 to complete Elefrost, so we only need this wave. Decker is here. Low health. I'm not sure if that's just because duo lane is so free right now or what's going on, but I can't contest Cyan if they're both here. They can just jump on me. So we'll just waste their time here instead.
Judgment.
Decker's running around low health for no reason, so we're going to finish her off there. I promise you're backing before me, Seraph. I promise you. Oh, there's Kalari. Nice throws. You're level 5, Kalari. That's not going to work. Now Kalari's waiting right there in jungle, and she's going to jump back out here on me because Seraph can't do anything to me by herself. Yep, there she is. We can probably just take this Kalari out. Seraph thinks she's going to go for Cyan. I'm not going to let her. I don't mind wasting both of their times, just like we did the phase earlier. So, the poke on that's going to be real, and the clear right here is going to be real as well. She's still here, which is crazy. We're going to put some damage on her. I mean, I'm fine. Greystone's going to come over here and probably end one or both of y'all. Okay, he's not able to finish the Kalari chase down, it looks like. But it does get her out of my lane. And a Greystone can easily come get her. He's going to come around behind her. I tried to take a shot for her there. She's just going to kite him around. Not the best move for Greystone. Oh shoot, Greystone, be careful. She's coming in a jungle here. That'll take her out. Now we get Cyan buff. Oh. I can't help with that Kalari that much, brother. I'm coming. That'll work. Thanks for the ping.
I'll be right back.
Okay, now we've got 4.2k here at the 13-minute mark to spend, so wow. Elefrost done. And most of the way through Fist of Razul. Iggy and Scorch coming over here for absolutely no reason. Really, Iggy? How's that gonna work out for you? Just burn your man off, Iggy. I'll sit back here. Burn your man off, Iggy. I'll sit back here, pressure my tower. It's fine. It's fine. Yep. Greystone's gonna come over to help me melt her there. I don't know why. Greystone must be a solo lane main because I don't know why he's pushing this so hard. Okay, he's gonna hit his talons. Countess is upset because yeah, I mean, they're just pushing our mid. We gotta retreat. We gotta retreat out of here, brother. You gotta go help the other lanes, man. Like, you literally have to go. I don't need any more help here.
Stand straight.
We'll go for Tempest
There's a storm
because it's just,
brewing.
you know, free damage. It's what the Pinzo build included. And it's 8 seconds, which isn't bad at all for a team fight. Fist of Razul will give us a little extra heal. We'll probably follow that up with... we can go straight into... we can go straight into Voidhelm now, I think. Instead, because we're about to start fighting mid laners more. And I'd like to have that magical armor to deal with Iggy, or else Iggy would just nuke me. She's saying attack orb. I'm not really feeling that. Drago's hitting me too hard. Good finish. Good finish. We got minions here. Force this tower down. We need the next wave of minions. We're not doing very much damage. We're not doing very much damage here, FaZe.
Not so fast.
I'm gonna see if gold's up. Oh, Seraph's here.
There's a storm brewing.
Okay, well, that's highly unfortunate. Put some damage back on him. Yeah, I can't do anything. We got Iggy and Kalari running us down there. They're way overextended, though. Kalari can easily come finish. FaZe may can finish if she can hit an auto. Kalari should easily finish this Iggy. Even though FaZe is gonna go down. Oh look, I hit my stasis. Okay. There's Voidhelm completed, which is gonna give us more healing from Fist of Razul. I think next we just go ahead and go Remnant of Renewal here. I don't know. We are hitting really hard, and we have the armor early, so let's just go ahead and skip straight for Worldbreaker. Once we get Worldbreaker up, it's going to give us all the magical power that we're really getting from this build, because the only other magical power item, similar to the Pinzo video build, is our starter, which is Tempest now, so... But FaZe should be well cooked. With Kalari and Drongo on her. Alright, Kalari went into jungle here. We're gonna try to come help take this Seraph down. That'll do it. We're gonna move on to this Iggy. What? I don't even know if the damage got to her because of that. Oh, wow. Can defend this Greystone so this Kalari doesn't try to jump on him. We're in the back for items.
Grabbing some supplies.
Countess, do not start that by yourself.
What did I miss?
We got World Breaker up now. I'm thinking we just go health. We just go health. Start building renewal.
I feel the heavens' fury.
Iggy. Countess is gonna jump on the Iggy. We get Orb. Countess does go down to the Iggy, but we should have no problem just pushing through here. Hit our Tempest here. Wow, completely unnecessary because we already had everybody taken out. We don't have minions ready on mid, it looks like. I'm gonna push this lane.
Right
Because they got orbs, so they're gonna burn down that middle inhib. We're gonna rotate over here to try to help left lane since they're overextending. Kalari's way up there for some reason. Oh, we get a free.
See you in a minute.
We get a free pop on that. I'm gonna attack right lane. It's already half health. They're trying to distract that Decker on left. We got orbs, so we're just gonna burn down this inhib. Looks like there's really nothing they can do at this point. Yeah. Yep, burned them down there. Well, that worked out well. It was a really odd start over in solo lane with what that Seraph was trying to do. She did have good mobility and kind of dodge a lot of our stuff, but the Greystone kept coming over at the right time, so good on him for managing that. We didn't let Kalari get ahead, which was really key. And we made it work overall. The Elefrost start into Fist of Razul felt pretty good. By the time you get both of them up, you're sitting on a ton of health. And then from there, just you're building 6 out of 6 health items. So
This be an honest fight.
you're getting a bunch of free power from World Breaker, and you're getting a bunch of regen. We're going to try it. Rate your experience at the last match. That was all good. We're going to try a couple more games building with some stuff like Orb of Growth, see if we can get an Orb of Growth game on where it actually works out decently. Now level 2 with Kwang is funny. So thanks for watching, guys. Let's look at the stats real quick here. Iggy was the only one on their team that was really doing anything, it seems like. Drongo was farming effectively. How many minions did he have? He had 163 lane minions killed, so Drongo was farming well. Iggy was farming very effectively. Wards placed. Everybody was placing wards. I mean, that should have been a more balanced game than it was. It's just that our Kira was hitting earlier than their Drongo, and then their Decker. I wish we could see builds on this screen, but their Decker clearly had damage built because she was hitting hard compared to our Phase. And our Phase did pretty decent too, to be fair. So thanks for watching, guys. We'll catch you on the next one. We're going to keep running some Kwang and keep trying to get him figured out and nail down a good build and a good build order for him in solo lane. So